How to repair a small mark on stainless steel pipes. Let's look at an example for one individual pipe, but it is also valid for bundles of pipes. Stainless steel pipes are generally packaged with plastic film. To open these packages, people generally tend to use metal blades. This is a very easy method, I agree. But what happens when done this way? Having cut the plastic directly on the surface of the pipe, let's look. I find a cut that is fairly deep on the surface of the pipe. The metal residues of the blade can settle into the cut on the pipe, triggering possible bimetallic corrosion. I could cut away the part of the pipe with the groove, but given that the groove is at the end of the pipe, where there is already a perfect 90-degree cut that is already deburred, it's easy to understand that the installer prefers to use this piece and directly insert the fitting. When I make my mark with a permanent marker and prepare to press, it would be a normal procedure. Except that in this manner, I would leave this almost imperceptible, but fairly deep mark that could cause potential problems. If I proceed in this manner, after pressing, the O-ring will not adhere completely to the circumference of the pipe. The mark may even be deep enough to create micro leaks of fluid. As we could see in the next video, stainless steel has extraordinary properties to be able to create, under certain conditions, its own protective surface layer of chrome oxide. To allow the regrowth of the oxide layer, we need to allow a certain amount of time to pass. We need to leave enough time for the chrome oxide to react with the oxygen in the water or air. If we press the fitting on the pipe without repairing the mark, there is a strong possibility that, during the pressure test, especially with air, there may be micro leaks from the fitting. What would this mean? We will have to remove the piece from the system and replace it. How can we prevent this? Between the depth mark and the groove from the blade, we will treat the pipe to repair it. We'll begin with a sheet of sandpaper, type P120, which is compatible with stainless steel. We go to smooth the surface of the pipe, where the groove was left by the blade, starting with a larger grain sandpaper, and moving on to a smaller grain like type P240. This operation gives us a smaller depression that is much more uniform. In this manner, the O-ring can adapt more easily to the new shape of the pipe. Here you can also see the various shades of color on the pipe. Where we just removed the material, it is shinier. The layer of oxide hasn't recovered, while on the rest of the pipe, you can see the slightly yellow patina, typical of the chrome oxide layer. Thanks to the oxygen in the air or water, the oxide layer will reform. Thanks.